All right, this week's practice is all about transcending stress. So, the first thing we know that we can do to take our bodies from a state of sympathetic stress response to parasympathetic stress response is, of course, focus on our breath. So, multiple studies have shown this over the years that in order to transcend stress, we first have to stop and breathe. Of course, yogis are experts in this, so we'll begin our practice today with the Nadi Shodhana breath, alternate nostril breathing. When you are focusing on breathing specifically for moving through a state of stress, think about long, slow, deep breaths. So anything to help calm down the nervous system. The next way we know we can tackle the minefield that is stress is by focusing on stretching. Sensation in the body helps bring our brains into the present moment. So it's a really effective way of getting our bodies to move out of a state where the endocrine system is firing adrenaline and epinephrine through our body as a way to combat stressors like a traffic jam or struggles with work. So wherever we're at in our ability to manage stress, we know that we can't go wrong by breathing and stretching, two things that we're really good at in yoga. Let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position. Align your shoulders over your hips, your ears over your shoulders. Close your eyes, and right away come into your breath. So bring your awareness to rest on the breath. And then with your right hand, create Vishnu Mudra by tucking in the middle finger and the index finger and extending the thumb and ring finger. The pinky finger just hangs out. Cover your right nostril with your thumb. Exhale out all the air through your left nostril. Inhale, left nostril. Cover left nostril with ring finger. Exhale, right nostril. Inhale, right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Release your hand and breathe normally. Next up is Chandra Badana, moon breath. So once again, create Vishnu Mudra. Cover your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through your left nostril. Cover left nostril with ring finger. Exhale right nostril. Cover right nostril with thumb. Inhale left nostril. Cover left, exhale right. Cover right, inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Continue to breathe just like this. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Release your hands. Notice the effects of the pranayama on your body, on your mind. Chandrabadana is a style of breath that helps ground us and activate the feminine side of our energy. And we'll continue that by moving into a moon salutation practice this week as a way to stay inward focused, calm, grounded, and stress-free. So please begin by coming onto your hands and your knees in table position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. As you inhale, let the belly hang, tilt the sits bones up, float your gaze up. And as you exhale, push the ground away from you, round your spine and curl in. Again, inhale to blossom the heart, hammock your back and look up. And exhale to round. Inhale, heart forward. And exhale, curl in. Inhale, come back to neutral spine. Kickstand your left foot to the left, and then bring the sole of your right foot to the floor behind you. Stack the right hip on top of the left and raise your right arm up into the air. Now reach the right arm alongside the right side of the head, so you get a long stretch from right fingers to right toes. In Parigasana, gate pose. And draw the tailbone to the pubic bone and gently engage your core. Lift the right leg off the mat. And bend the right knee and see if you can catch the right foot with your right hand. If you've got that ankle or foot, kick into the hand and now think back bend. So open your chest up towards the ceiling, maybe even float your gaze up. And release it back to table, slow and controlled. Shift your weight over, kickstand your right foot to the right, pivot to the sole of your left foot and raise the left arm straight up into the air. Now take the left arm alongside the left side of your head. Engage and lift the left leg. Bend the left knee. Grab onto the left foot or ankle with your left hand and kick into that hand and broaden through the collarbones. And bring both hands back down to the mat in table. Spread the fingers, grounding through finger pads and finger knuckles. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, find your downward facing dog. Really think about sending the weight back into the legs as you push into your hands like you're trying to slide the mat out from underneath you. Bend the knees, look forward to your hands and walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Feet here hip width apart, knees soft. Interlace your fingers behind your back and reach the arms up and over to the best of your ability. Let the head hang heavy. Release the arms down. Keep the knees soft. Inhale, slowly curl all the way up to standing, vertebra by vertebra. Head and neck last to arrive. Let's take the shoulders, roll them back a few times. And roll them forward. Pause, bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes. And think about what you'd like to receive from your practice today. What would you like to receive from your yoga practice? Deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth, get rid of any residual stress, tension. Open your palms at your sides, open to receiving the gift that is peace. And find your way to the very top of your mat. And take a quarter turn to face the long edge of your mat. We'll be working laterally on our mat today. Let's bring the feet together, and if the ankle bones hit, separate the heels just a tiny bit. Ground through the feet. Inhale, raise both arms up into the air. Interlace the fingers, releasing the index fingers. Take the arms up and over now to the right. Roll the left shoulder back and look out underneath that arm. And find equal weight in both feet. Inhale, realign. Exhale, take the arms to the left, hips to the right. Roll the right shoulder back and look out underneath that arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, take a big step out with your right foot. Open the arms wide in a 5-pointed star. So feet here are parallel. Now kick the heels in, turn the toes out. Bend the knees and bend the elbows in Jayasana, goddess pose. So tailbone's dropping straight down and knees are pointing in the same direction as the toes. Straighten the legs, open the arms wide. Pivot the toes of your right foot to point towards the back edge of your mat. Toes of the left foot point towards the long edge of your mat. Shift your hips to the left. Keep both legs straight as you reach forward with your right hand. Take the right arm down and extend the left arm straight up into the air in Trikonasana, triangle pose. Allow the tailbone to draw towards the pubic bone and drop your right sit bone towards the left heel. Now look down to your right foot and soften the right knee. Bring the hands either side of your right foot. You can always use props underneath your hands like a block. If you prefer, we'll hop the left foot in about half a foot and turn the toes in so they're pointing towards what is now the front left corner of our mat. Fold deeply over your legs and straighten that right leg to the best of your ability. If you're using a block, you can place it out in front of your right foot and have both hands on that block. Let the head hang and think about drawing the right hip back and the left hip forward. Keep working the legs so kneecaps here are lifting. And the feet are stamping down at the same time. You might check the toes by lifting them, spreading them wide, and then letting them settle onto the mat, or ensuring that the toes aren't white knuckling the floor. And bend the right knee. Take your hands either side of the right foot and release the left knee down to the mat in a lunge. Let the hips sink down and forward. We want that right knee to be over the ankle, so you might wriggle the foot forward to achieve that. Allow the hips to drop, and at the same time lift the heart and draw the shoulders back. And bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Pivot to the heel of your left foot and turn to face the long edge of your mat. Your right heel will likely come off the floor and you might have to lift your bum a bit to get into this position. Press the right knee open here in Skandasana. At the same time, lower your chest down towards the floor. Now, if you need more, you might walk your hands over towards the left leg. And transfer your weight to the middle. Both knees bent, toes turned out, and then walk your hands to your ankles. Use the elbows to press the knees open as you drop your bum as low to the floor as you can. And the back will likely be parallel here with your mat. And walk both hands over to the inside of the left foot. Bend the left knee deeply. Again, the heel will likely come off the floor. Straighten the right leg and pivot to the heel of the right foot. Now press the left knee open and lower your chest towards the floor, or perhaps walk the hands over towards the right leg. And walk both hands over to the left. Turn all 10 toes to point towards the front edge of your mat. Then release the right knee down, top of the right foot to the floor. Let the hips sink down and forward and lift your chest. And pivot to the sole of your right foot. Hop that foot in about half a foot. Turn the toes to point towards the front right corner of the mat. Straighten both legs and fold deeply over the legs. Again, you can use a prop here under both hands or one hand. Now turn the toes of the right foot out a little more and wriggle that foot back an inch or two. Take the left hand to the inside of the left lower leg and peel the right arm straight up into the air for triangle pose. So on the second side, we're coming into this posture in a very different way. So check in with your alignment here. Allow the right hip to roll back and the left side of the waist to lengthen. ground through the feet. Inhale, right hand pulls you all the way up to standing. Exhale, turn both heels in, kick the toes out, bend the knees and bend the elbows back into goddess. Now straighten the arms and the legs, parallel your feet. Step the right foot up to meet the left foot at the top of your mat. Bring the arms together. Interlace the fingers, reach the arms up and over to the left, hips roll to the right. And inhale, back up. Exhale, arms to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in. And breath out. Scoot yourself over to the opposite end of the mat. Still facing the long edge of the mat, feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers. Take the arms to the left. Roll the right shoulder back. Look out underneath the right arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, big step out with the left foot, five-pointed star. Kick the heels in, turn the toes out. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, goddess. Inhale, straighten the arms and the legs. Toes of the left foot point towards back edge of the mat. Toes of the right foot long edge of the mat. Shift your hips to the right. Reach forward with your left hand. Reach as far forward as you can. Then release the left arm down and extend the right arm straight up into the air. And we want the right thumb here floating above the nose. Gaze is looking up. Now look down. Take the hands down either side of your left foot. Hop the right foot in, half a foot. Turn the toes in a little as well. Square up the pelvis like you're balancing a coffee cup here on your tailbone. And then fold deeply over the legs. Now bend your left knee, release the right knee to the mat, top of the right foot. I like to wriggle the left foot forward here so I can really let the hips sink down and forward as I lift the chest. And here in the second round, see if you can drop down a little bit further. And stay in that sensation. Let it hold your mind. Anchor your thoughts. Lots of breath. Hands to the inside of your left foot. Pivot to the heel of the right foot for Skandasana. Lower your chest down. Maybe walk your hands over to the right. And transfer your weight to the middle. Both knees bent, toes turned out, heels turned in. Drop your bum down and then hold onto your ankles with your hands. Notice where there's tension in your body that doesn't need to be there, and invite it to soften, especially around the jaw and the eyes. And transfer your weight over to the second side of Skandasana. So right knee bends, lower the chest down. And then walk the hands over to the front edge of your mat. Turn all 10 toes to that short edge of your mat. Release the left knee, top of the left foot. Hips sink, heart lifts. Now pivot to the sole of your left foot. Hop it in a little. Straighten both legs. Feet here are on railroad tracks, so about hip width distance. Right hip up and back, left hip down and forward. Fold over the legs. And notice if you're able to come a little bit deeper now as we progress in this posture. Turn the toes of your left foot out a little. You might widen your stance slightly. Take the right hand to the right lower leg. And then inhale, peel the left arm up into the air and look up towards that left hand. Ground through the feet. Inhale, left hand pulls you all the way up. Kick the heels in, toes turn out. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Drop down really low now. And consciously turn on the muscles in the back of your thighs, the muscles of the bum. Straighten the arms and the legs, parallel your feet. Step the left foot up to meet the right foot. Take the arms together overhead, interlace the fingers. Reach the arms up and over to the right, hips to the left. And inhale, back up. Exhale, arms to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, close your eyes, check in, back to the breath. Let's find our way over to the opposite edge of the mat once more. This round we'll speed up a little. So ground the feet down, inhale, reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, arms to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, right back up. Exhale, arms to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, big step out with the right foot. Kick the heels in, toes turn out, bend the elbows and the knees. Let's sweep a right arm underneath the left arm, twist the arms together like ropes, lift your elbows and slide the shoulders down your back. Inhale, unravel the arms, straighten the legs, toes of the right foot point towards short edge of the mat, toes of the left foot long edge of the mat. Reach forward with your right hand, take the right arm down, extend the left arm up. Now look down, take the hands down either side of your right foot and walk them a little bit forward of your right foot. Let's lift the left leg up into the air this time. Flex the foot and continue to focus on keeping the pelvis square. So if you place one hand on your sacrum, it should be flat. And we'll lift from the inseam of the left thigh. Take a big step back with your left foot into a high lunge. Arms reach up into the air. Lift the heart. Think gentle back bend. So allow the breastbone to reach up towards the ceiling, while at the same time keeping the low ribs drawing back towards the spine. Hands come down to the inside of your right foot. Pivot to the heel of your left foot, Skandasana. Maybe bring hands together at your heart center and challenge your balance. Like a ninja, shift your weight over to the second side if you can, keeping hands at heart center. And hands come down either side of the left foot. Turn all 10 toes to point towards the short edge of your mat. Hug the inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, raise the arms up into the air. And take the hands down to the floor just in front of your left foot. Lift your right leg up into the air. Flex the right foot. And giant step back with the right foot. Pivot the sole of the foot to the mat. Straighten both legs. Left hand inside of the left lower leg. Inhale, raise the right arm up. Triangle pose. Ground through the feet. Inhale, right hand pulls you all the way up. Exhale, heels kick in, toes turn out. Bend the knees and the elbows. Now sweep the left arm underneath the right arm. Lift the elbows. Slide the shoulders down your back. Inhale, straighten the arms and the legs, parallel the feet. Step your right foot up to meet the left foot. Take the arms overhead. Reach the arms to the left now, hips to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, arms to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your way to the opposite end of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Interlace the fingers, take the arms to the left, hips to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, arms to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, big step out. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees and the elbows. Sweep left under right. Unravel the arms, straighten the legs. Triangle pose, toes of the left foot reach towards the short edge of the mat. Reach forward with the left hand. Take it down, raise the right arm up. Look down to the left foot, soften the left knee. Bring the hands just in front of the left foot, lift the right leg off the mat. Draw the left hip further away from the left side of your rib cage. Big step back with your right foot. Inhale, sweep both arms up into the air. Lift the heart, gaze floats up. Hands come down to the inside of your left foot. Pivot to the heel of the right foot. Drop down low in a squat. Hands come together at your heart if you can. And transfer your weight over to the second side. And take the hands down now to the floor. Turn to face the short edge of your mat. And sweep both arms up into the air. Take the hands back down to the mat. Walk them just in front of the right foot. Lift your left leg. And big step back with that left foot. Straighten both legs. Right hand inside of the right lower leg. Raise the left arm up. Ground through the feet. Inhale, left hand pulls you all the way up. Exhale, kick the heels in, toes turn out. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Sweep right arm underneath the left arm. Twist the arms together here like ropes. Unravel the arms, straighten the legs, parallel your feet. Step left foot up to meet right foot. Interlace the fingers, arms to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Okay, come back to the top of your mat. Feet now hip width apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up into the air. Exhale, dive forward. Bring your hands to the mat and then step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg. Bend the knee open through the hip, stretch. Release the right foot down. Inhale, raise the left leg. Release the left foot down. Release the knees to the floor. Draw the belly in towards the spine, so engagement through the core. And extend your right leg out behind you. Find your balance. Peel the left hand off the mat. Reach the left arm forward. Bring the left hand back down to the mat. Swing the right knee forward and then cross the right knee in front of the left knee, like you're crossing your legs. Separate the feet wide and sit back onto your bum in between the feet. So if you got lost, stack right knee on top of the left. And then pull the feet back towards the outer edges of your hips and use the heels of your hands to really get the knees stacked. If you need some extra support here, if this is just not happening, all good. You could slide a prop like a block underneath your sits bones, or do this lying on your back, supine, and hug the knees in towards the chest. Once you are set up, inhale, raise the right arm up into the air. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Take your left hand on top of the right elbow and slide the right hand down the spine. Either stay here or take the left arm around behind you, clasp hands. Wherever you are, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge forward and round over your legs. Inhale, reach out through the crown of your head, come all the way up. Release the clasp of your hands. And then rock forward back onto your hands and your knees. And place the knees back to hip width distance. Again, engage through the core, so belly in and wide. Extend the left leg out behind you. And now reach the right arm forward. Bring the right hand back to the mat. Swing the left knee forward and then cross the left knee in front of the right. Open the feet wide and sit down onto your bum. Modify however you need to. We'll pull the feet back towards the outer edges of the hips and use the heels of the hands to help stack the knees. Now extend your left arm straight up into the air. Bend the left elbow and place your right hand on top of that left elbow. Slide your hand down your spine. Either stay here or take the right arm behind you and see if you can clasp hands. Wherever you are, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Release the clasp of your hands. And then uncross the legs and place the feet flat on the floor. Lie down onto your back on your mat with the knees bent and the feet flat on the floor. So your choice, we're either coming into bridge pose by lifting the pelvis or full wheel. If you're choosing to come into full wheel, you can go ahead, lift your hips up off the floor, and then flip your hands over above your shoulders so the fingertips are pointing towards the shoulders. Press into your hands and your feet and bring the top of your head to the floor. From here, you can either stay or lift all the way up. Think about taking the heels out so that the toes don't splay out. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, tuck the chin and slowly lower, starting with the upper vertebrae. Pause when you reach the floor. And regardless of which posture you just completed, hug both knees into the chest, rock a little bit from side to side. And make some circles with the knees. And circle in the opposite direction. And bring your feet flat on the floor. And then cross the right ankle over top of the left thigh. Right foot stays flexed here to stabilize the knee. Hug your left leg in towards your body. And you can use the right elbow to press the right knee further away from you.
arms release. Keep the legs as they are and allow them to fall all the way off to your left side. So the sole of the right foot will land flat on the floor. Pick up your hips, shift them to the right. Open your right arm beside you and turn your head to the right. Then use your left hand to guide the right knee closer to the floor. Inhale to roll back through center. Uncross the legs, place the feet flat on the floor again. Now cross left ankle over top of right thigh and hug the right thigh in. And release the arms and let the legs travel to the right. Shift the hips to the left. Open your left arm, turn your head to the left, and use the right hand to guide the left knee closer to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. And find happy baby. So reach the legs up into the air at the knees bent. Grab onto the outer edges of your feet with your hands and pull the knees down towards the armpits. Drop your tailbone down and perhaps rock a bit from side to side. Release your legs and find your way into your Shavasana. Spread the feet wide. Let the arms rest at your sides with the palms facing up. And allow your face to become totally expressionless. Feel the back of your head sinking into your mat. Then come back to your breath. Each breath smoother than the last. Each exhale, an invitation for any residual stress to float away. Allow your body to rest here, heavy, grounded, at the same time light as a feather. Now take a full breath in. Exhale through the mouth. One more in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Curl your knees back into your chest. And roll off to one side. And push yourself all the way back up to sitting. And we'll bring our hands together at our heart center in a comfortable seated position. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And I relinquish my attachment to the outcome. Thy will be done. With gratitude for this microcosm that is our yoga mat and all that it teaches us about who we are. May you be happy, healthy, and deeply at peace. Namaste. Your homework for this week, your practice, is all about the breath. So, multiple times throughout the course of the day, anytime you feel stress ink its way into your body, let the first thought be, slow the breath, focus on the breath. Namaste.